Let's go live. We finna go live. We finna go live. Who that? Oh, she. We're live. Hey. Hi. Woohoo. Yay. Yay. Woohoo. Woohoo. Man, what's up, everyone? Who here? This is spoilers. This live stream will contain spoilers. Man, no holds bars here. There will be spoilers in this live stream. Let's wait a few minutes. Let some people hop in here, cause we're gonna talk, man. It's gonna have live. It's gonna have spoilers. What's up, Omar? What's up, Omar Janawi? How you doing, my brethren? It's been a minute.
Hello, mate.
Since I've done. We just finished reacting to this.
The guy said I know hate Game of Thrones.
Yay. Hi, Brian. Hey, where can I watch the last episodes for free?
Free?
You can get a free trial. If you have Hulu, you can get a free trial for for HBO on there, and then cancel.
That, you're looking for some viruses.
Other than that, you're looking at torrents and all that. Anybody who doesn't watch Game of Thrones, and because I need some Game of Thrones fans. I don't know how many of them will pop into this live stream, but my friend asked me to do a live stream, so I did it. I already have my timer on, so we doing it. All right. Anyone here seen the episode already? Because we about to talk about
spoilers.
This, man. This will have spoilers. Let me add a spoiler text in here so no one can say, "Oh, ain't no spoilers." Oh, no. We're gonna add a text. It's gonna say spoilers in this video. Let me change the text. Game of Thrones. We'll just do that. Spoilers. Blah 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 blah. Let's add a background theme, a jigger bobber. All right, because this thing has spoilers. Yeah, can't wait to talk some Game of Thrones. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, man, it's gonna be awesome. So, anyone who's in this thing and they don't see the big spoilers button on this screen, I'm sorry, but they're spoilers. Okay, never watched Game of Thrones before. Heard that this season was trash. I already seen the spoilers on Facebook. Just watched 10 minutes ago. Let me tell my friend who asked me to do this that I'm live. Let me just. How's everyone doing? Did you guys enjoy the ending? Man?
I didn't.
Anyone here Game of Thrones fans? I need Game of Thrones fans in the comments right now. Because it would kind of defeat the purpose of this live stream if I can't talk about it with y'all. They have a live control room. What's this all about? Freak is this? Nah, I'm good. Okay, I'm still alive. I am a fan, but I hated the ending. I have. Okay, we got some fans. I haven't seen it yet, but it's all good, by the way. I called it. Can we cancel the last season? I wish we could. Any other fans in here? You need to see. No. We're not talking about Supergirl. We're talking about Game of Thrones. It's in the title, man. If we don't really have any fans in the comments, then I'll probably just end the stream because I really want to talk with people who watch the show. But I do appreciate you guys that are here supporting me, even though you don't watch the show. I appreciate that regardless.
Somebody asked what was your least favorite moments?
My least favorite moments in this episode or in the season?
In the episode.
In the episode? Least favorite moment in the episode. You take that one. You go first.
Least favorite moment?
Least favorite moment.
There's a lot.
You gotta.
the way they just send off John to the north, the wall, to do nothing. I don't know what they have in the wall, to be honest. Just watch snow and grass and trees and rabbits and horses.
And have sex with one-eyed giants. Because that's what Tormund was doing.
Yeah.
That's all there is to do. That's all we're going to freaking do. The entire season is my least favorite moment. I'm with you, my brother. Or my sister, puny girl. Sent him there after killing Danny. Yep.
On my tractor.
On my tractor. Why does it say gaming? I'm not even gaming right now.
Film and animation.
Let's go entertain that. Whatever. 32 people here. My least favorite moment is Grey Worm living. I think they really destroyed Grey Worm's whole like purpose. They destroyed a lot of people's purpose in this thing. And I saw a video from a guy who gave me some hope to not look at this negatively. And I'll show you that video later. I'm gonna show you to you now, but he gave me some hope to actually look at this show differently. And now I am just upset beyond compare. Now here's the rant. Okay, we about to go because we kind of talked a little bit about this in our reaction, and you guys want to hear more of our thoughts. We're not gonna talk everything in the video, but if you want to hear more of the thoughts, go over there. But I'm upset with the way how they did not conclude Danny's arc. I feel empty. I feel lost. I feel like if I wasted like the last 8-7 seasons were wasted. I just feel like everything in this show is just like pointless now. That's how I feel. What pissed me off was the fact that Bran knew he was going to be king. Why do you think I'm here? Why do you think I'm here for?
I feel like, okay, in the whole meeting with the lords and everybody, right? It's like everybody knew that Jon was a Targaryen.
Yes.
Nobody said anything.
Yes.
That's just like irritating. Like all of them knew that okay, Jon was a Targaryen. Nobody even told Grey Worm that Jon was a Targaryen.
No one even bothered to even try to like.
Nobody even mentioned
tell him or convince him or mention it to him. Nothing. They didn't know. They didn't tell.
Yeah, I mean,
what did he say? Who had Arya invents colonialism in end of this show? I think she's just being an adventurer, though. I don't think she's going to try to colonize the East.
Maybe.
I mean, we don't. She ain't about that, though. If she wanted to colonize, she's not about that. She don't want to be a lady. She don't want to be, a leader of nothing. That's not what she wants.
Columbus wasn't a king.
I guess they all started as adventurers now, do they?
Yep.
I still don't get why this whole build up around Jon's lineage. Yep, only for nothing to come out of him. Oh man. Jesus Christ.
And they showed us a connection between Jon and Drogon. And then he just flew away like if
like Drogon just flew away like they just set up like all of this stuff and this is what my girlfriend said. The only thing that made her happy in this episode was Jon finally reunited with Ghost. Yeah, the most exciting part of this episode. Like earlier on, we were tensed, like because we thought like Dany was gonna execute Tyrion. Like this is the end of Tyrion. This is like, nah, we didn't get that either. I laughed a lot when they brought out the Song of Ice and Fire book. I've watched so many prophecy videos, and that's what we get. Song of Ice and Fire. The title of the first book, Song of Ice and Fire. Oh my god. My only prediction that turned out right was Jon going to the north. Jon of the north of the wall with Ghost. Was a joke at the time though. Yeah. I think that was the thing. What was the actual point of Jon being a Targaryen? Exactly. The price that was the price that was promised. Such a disappointment. You're reminding me about the theory now. You remind me about the prophecy now. Arya's prophecy didn't get fulfilled. Then again, it shows that the Red Woman and the Lord of Light wasn't always right. Because remember her
I mean,
prophecy.
You were right for most of the time.
But you remember her prophecy with Stannis, though. That one didn't go too well. For Bran to do nothing the entire season and end up as king. As king, he knew all along. Yeah, he knew he was going to end up as king.
No, actually, the prophecy with Stannis was different because Stannis wasn't meant to be king all the time.
So just a misplacement of
Yeah, the red woman, she was wrong. Remember, she admitted that she was wrong. That's okay. She was going with the wrong person. Stannis wasn't meant to be king. I think she switched from Stannis to Jon. That's also what made me angry because the red woman, talked to Jon like if he was meant to be some kind of something special, and then you just got wasted.
No, you don't have to be plugged in.
Oh, really?
No, it doesn't have to. You can take that off a long time ago.
Oh.
Everything felt pointless by the end. Yeah, man. Like, this is my cousin, by the way, guys. Also, didn't Varys send a bunch of letters about Jon before he died? Yeah.
Yep.
Like, jeez, man.
Imagine a bunch of people come into Westeros like, where's the Targaryen that we get the letters from? Oh, yeah, the wall. Why? Oh, we don't know. We just sent him there. I mean, Grey Worm is gone. Alright? Grey Worm is I don't know, Grey Worm gone to North. Why do you even have to listen to him?
Look, everyone who's saying it makes sense for Bran to be king, let's put it this way. We said this in our reaction. You're going to see it again if you watch it. We said that we understand in that situation why in the moment they would choose Bran. Bran would be an OP king because he's the three-eyed raven. I'm the three-eyed raven. Right? He's a three-eyed raven, so no one could betray him. No one could try to lie on him or do anything like that. They can't get away with anything because he sees all, knows all.
Yeah.
Right? We know that. Am I happy with that? No. I'm not happy with Bran being the king. I'm really not. I'm happy with Sam being a maester. He always wanted to be a maester. Right? So I'm happy with Sam being a maester. Bronn shows up out of nowhere. But he was old, though.
Somebody say Bran scammed his way to the throne.
Bran did scam his way to the throne. But it's like, he did all this thing like, oh, I'm no one. I'm the three-eyed raven. I don't want the... I'm a new person. I'm a three-eyed raven. Hodor didn't die for this.
Maybe he was destined to be king.
Maybe
that was the whole. Maybe that was his whole. Maybe he was the prince to be promised.
But why misdirect us with everything, all this other crap though? That's the thing. Why give us so much story? Like, when you're writing a story, you're supposed to make somebody feel happy sometimes. Well, not all the way. You're not gonna please you're not gonna please every single person on this show, right? You're not gonna please every single fan in the world. I'm pretty convinced that there's there's some people who watch the show who were happy with the ending, right? There might be that one or two people. I'm not that person. I'm not in that. I'm not even close to one or two people. I'm like, I liked Bran, right? I didn't really have any main issues with Bran. I was more interested in Bran being a friggin' warg, three-eyed raven thing, right? Drogon gets mad, burns the Iron Throne, flies away.
That's the end of him.
Dany's story didn't... I had no issue with Dany being the Mad Queen, but her story was incomplete. Incomplete.
Yep.
Jon went to the woods as a hobo, got everyone killed closest to him only to be... Right?
Jon went to the woods
as a hobo. When Tyrion suggested Bran was like, y'all really thought that I came here not to be king?
Why do you think I came so
far? Why do you think I came all the way here? Why do you think? And then Sansa's sitting up in Winterfell, being the Queen of the Law! The Queen of the Law! Like, I'm so upset, man. Do you guys blame D&D? Do you think they'll have a career after this? I was excited when they got announced to write the Star Wars movie. No, I'm not.
Might do a better job. I don't know.
What I learned today was that they wrote every single season from season 4 going to now alongside with the council of George R. R. Martin. So he was writing alongside them. So he knew this was going to happen, according to what I learned today. Yeah, Sansa's ending wasn't nothing to be too mad about, but it's just like, at least Jon is in the north. He can finally have a dialogue besides "You're my queen."
I don't know. Jon in the last 3 episodes was just useless.
Yeah. He said he can
Since in the war, all he was just a hack and slash, swing, swing, swing. Okay. Next episode when they invade King's Landing, same hack and slash, swing, swing, swing. And that's it.
I'm laughing at Devin's comment. Jon can finally have dialogue besides "You're my queen."
That's all he was saying. Oh, you're my queen.
Yeah, she's my queen.
Yeah,
she's my queen.
And the slash random warrior number 3,
warrior number 4, king
slash White Walker number 1, White Walker number 500.
Like this man.
That's all he was there to do, yo.
Why? Oh, why he should have died at the Night's Watch. Why bring him back?
Man gets stabbed 7 times to go back to the north in the wilderness and be survivor man for the rest of your days.
Survivor man. Jon Snow, the survivor man. I'm like, look, all right, today I'm gonna teach you how to catch a northern fish. Yeah? You see, man, Beard, him and Tormund in the back laughing. All right, let's go. I actually want to see a spin-off of Jon doing Survivor Man.
That's Jon.
Oh man, I need some people to make some parodies of this because this is ridiculous, man. They look like Joe's whispering into Jon's ear and say what? Hey, how you doing, little mama? Let me whisper in here. No. Is that what Ghost said? Is that what he said? What was the greater purpose of Melisandre brought him back for? That's my point, man. That's my point exactly. Why is all of why? I don't understand it. I'm confused. I am confusion.
Lord of Light.
The Lord of Light.
Should
she bring you back? The princess was promised. Heck, man. What did the brand do while warging in the Battle of Winterfell? My Brown was probably like, all right, let me check and see if my ending is still intact.
No, you know what you was doing.
You know what I'm saying?
You know when you have a
when you have
those random when you have a textbook, those random books and you just open the page. Or like those random dictionary, just open the page and just read like random stuff.
Yeah.
He was probably just going back in history and just watching a bunch of random stuff. See what
yeah.
He'll be like, feeling lucky today.
Oh yeah, going on Google. Feeling lucky today.
He's just watching a bunch of random stuff. They'd be like, so that's what happened.
Oh. Okay, cool. What's the point of doing a whole?
Oh, so that's how he did it.
Sam come on. Oh, the Citadel. I was reading through the Maesters, the personal dictionary.
Jon is a Targaryen.
He was
secretly married.
He was Princess Lyanna and Prince Rhaegar were actually married in a secret ceremony.
For him to go and be survivor man.
Oh my god.
Man gonna be on Discovery Channel just now. Is it Survivor Man Animal Planet? No man, that's not Animal Planet. I remember the channel, man. But anyway, all you'll see Jon Snow on Survivor Man just now. Or Naked and Afraid.
Eddie's trying to hop on the convo. So he's trying to hop on here. The only way I can bring him on here is if I add him through Skype or something. If he's on Skype, if you got Eddie, if you're watching this, if you got Skype, I can add you on Skype and we can do it like that.
Anyway, I about to.
Yeah, you could go, man. But anyway, say your piece, whatever.
Later. Good luck with this week. It's gonna be a rough week.
It's gonna be very long, and the night is dark and full of terrors. Yeah, right. The night is dark and and will be full of terrors.
The night was dark for a short period of time and not full of much terrors. So,
not much terrors at all. You know.
How about what episode of terrors?
Oh man! All right, hold on, guys. This is gonna be me. I'm gonna be having this conversation with y'all because he about to go to sleep. All right. But Jesus, I like trying to see if I can get Eddie on here to talk about this show with y'all real quick, man. Bro, I got my father into this show. Just call me to tell me what the F I got him into. Yeah, I'll tell you this. I really like. I convinced my girlfriend 3 weeks ago to watch. Like, I've been trying to convince my girlfriend to watch the show, and she spent the last 3 weeks binge watching this show, only for it to end this way. And she's actually very disappointed with how it ended. And she was loving the show. She was excited. She was getting emotional. She was crying during the red wedding. She was crying during certain scenes or whatever. And then just for that to, like, she was upset. Hold on, I'm gonna try. Guys, give me a second. Let me try to get Eddie on here. Eddie trying to come on the conversation. So George R. Martin told him to do 10 seasons, but they refused. Is that true? He actually tried to get him to do 10 seasons. This is son of a chicken, really? That's not fair. That's not right. It's not right. It's not fair. It's not right. I don't think. I'm upset with it all, man. I'm just upset with it all. It's not fair. It's not fun. It's just not, like, this is just not right. This shouldn't have ended the way it did. It's just, I don't even know what to think right now. I don't even know what to do. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get this Google Hangouts thing open so I can go on Google Hangouts and try to talk with Eddie and bring him in here in this conversation. So y'all give me a second. Yeah, George R. Martin wanted more seasons, and so did HBO. So why did they? So did they get lazy? Like my cousin Charlton, who was just here, he was saying that it's like, when you're writing an essay, and you start writing the essay, and then like you started very good and blah 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 blah, and at the end you kind of change your mind and like, okay, I'm kind of getting tired. I need to rush this because my essay's due tomorrow. How do I conclude this story? And then you just come up with the most quickest thing you can think of just to do that. Like, it's just, like, I feel like that's what happened with this. That's how I feel right now. It sucks. It sucks, dude. Let me see if I can get to I'm trying to get to Google Hangouts, guys. This thing is just like annoying me, man. Give me a second. How are they gonna kill Daenerys like that? I knew. Look, y'all gonna see my reaction. Y'all gonna see what I said in my reaction. But when y'all watch it, but like, I knew Dany was gonna die in that moment. I knew Jon was gonna be the one to kill her. I just thought it was gonna happen, like, towards the end. Yo, Google Hangouts is not doing me any justice right now. Like, I can't even get, like, I gotta download a Chrome extension for this junk. I guess I gotta add a Chrome extension. This is dumb. I hate this. Anyways, let's see if we can get Eddie on this conversation or whatnot. New conversation. 3TP. How do you add people in this thing? Sorry, guys. This thing is annoying. Anyway, I told him to call me, so there we go. Yeah. You think Bran planned this whole time? It's the part where he. Wait. I don't think he planned. I just think he knew. I just think that's just what it is. All right, let's get Eddie on here and let's have a conversation with this man and see what's going on. On our live screen. Eddie. Is my mic working? Hold on. Beat go off? Hold on. Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Awkward. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Is there anybody in there? Alright. Can someone tell me where Drogon took Danny? I don't know. I'd tell you if I knew. I'd tell you if I knew. I had no idea. I had no idea at all, whatsoever. Hello? Sorry, y'all. You skipped, what? CXC? You skipped revising CXC for I feel you, bro. I really do. Why does Braun being on the council feel like the most corrupt thing of all time? Yeah, it does. They did owe him, though.
You hear me?
Hey, what's up, bro? Hello? How are they just going to leave us with the Drogon cliffhanger? Yep. And how is this the Unsullied Dothraki so out of character? Yeah, man. Just let Jon and Tyrion walk without paying for killing Dany. Yeah, Tyrion is really an important part of that plot. It is. I mean, it is the most corrupt thing of all time. I do agree, Omer Janawi. Game of Thrones, this finale was like the fame of If you have 6 episodes left to conclude this story, have the main villain be the Night King, have the Night King go south to kill Cersei in a fitting way, make him the big bad, have some revelation. That would have been a better ending. It would have been a very fan servicey ending, but it would have been a good ending. I think I would have taken that better than what we got, to be honest. Find out Jon is a Targaryen. Yeah, it does mean nothing. Find out Brienne hooks up with Jaime. It means nada. Yeah. Find out Bran is the 3-eyed raven. That means nada. Find out the Night King. Yeah, man. It don't mean jack. It don't mean a thing. It don't mean nothing. Everyone in the army that it was way yeah, man. Yeah, like I was wondering, like where the hell did all those Unsullied come from? Cause I thought half the Unsullied were dead. The problem, they had a different villain every episode. Yeah, they did. They did. They did have a different villain every episode, and that kind of sucks, man. So if Bran knew this whole time about the end game, he purposely didn't tell Dany about Euron ambush because he would lose everything. Yeah, that's true. The whole talk about Arya killing someone with green eyes, yeah, it means nothing. The hope that all the prophecies mean nothing, man. Nothing in this show means anything now. Everything that's happening in this show literally means nothing. I'm very disappointed. I'm very upset. This just sucks, man.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Hey.
Yo, what up?
What up? Hold up. What? Wait, 1 second. Sorry.
All right. So, are you as disappointed as I am?
Yeah. Let me explain this, right? So, by the way, guys, who don't know who you guys don't know who this is. This is Eddie Sutton. It's a fellow cosplayer and cosplay group I'm part of. He was also in the reaction video we did for The Long Night a few weeks ago. You'd see him in the top right corner if you guys go back and watch that video. So this is Eddie. So
What up, guys? How's everybody doing tonight?
you want to plug out your Instagram?
Yeah, Sutton Family Cosplay.
Sudden Family Cosplay.
Paladins of Cosplay on Instagram.
Okay. So hold on 1 second. Let me put my spoilers text on top of the thing so people who coming in know that it's spoilers real quick. Okay. All right. Let me explain. Let me explain it this way how I'm at right now. At the beginning of my reaction video for this one with my cousin, I was like, okay, because I saw a video earlier that's kind of like, gave me a little optimism. And, and I was like, okay, let me see how it ends. Maybe it's going to be good or whatever. And I still had some hope that they would end things. Because one point that my cousin made was that it doesn't matter what happens in the beginning or the end. In the beginning or the middle is what happens at the end. Is how do you conclude this story? And now I understand. Because I didn't want to join all the hate trains of everybody hating on the show. Because I thought everybody's being crazy. But now I understand why everybody was pissed off this whole time.
Okay.
And this episode pissed me off the most out of all the other episodes.
So let me start by saying that I did read the spoilers and I did know what was going to happen. And, I was sort of okay with how it was going to turn out. But I was super bored just watching the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there was a lot of dialogue that was really just dry, and it was like, get to the point already. And my boy texted me that I hadn't seen in a long time. He just texted me with all capital letters that just said bored. And
bored.
I was like,
yeah.
I was pretty bored as well.
It's like I just feel like, because here's the thing, John, hold on, let me just add your on the phone. I'm gonna add your Instagram underneath.
Sweet.
Certain Family Cosplay, right? Yeah, Certain Family Cosplay.
Yep.
All right, I just added your thingy, whatever, underneath my video. Anyways, yeah. So, no worries. Yeah, the thing for me, man, like, I just felt that John's conclusion to his story, right? I can understand. I said this earlier in the stream. I can understand why John would why they would write it out like that, because since the beginning he didn't want to be king. He didn't want to be no lord. He didn't want to be none of that. He wasn't even claiming that Targaryen name. He didn't want that. So I get that aspect of it. Am I happy with it? No.
Dude, why is there even a Night's Watch? So
what? Yeah.
According to what they were saying, or what I was seeing, is the Wildlings are on the good team, or the team living, and the Night's Watch was part of the battle for Winterfell. And there's no more White Walkers. Why would they need a Night's Watch to begin with?
What's the point?
For them to say, oh hey, you could just go take the Black and go to the Night's Watch.
What's the point?
There shouldn't be a Night's Watch.
Exactly.
Plus, there's nobody to rebuild the wall, so if anybody was coming in, they could just walk past that part.
No one can fix that. That's a magical. That's a magical barrier. We got we got mages now at the Night's Watch. We got like magical beings that like I don't know, man. I'm just.
And then they leave out of the Castle Black and they go north, and they're just gonna live north. And so I get that they're just gonna leave it as a cliffhanger for us to use our imagination on what to believe happened afterwards. But I feel like just some of it just doesn't make sense. Like so I was watching the episode and I kept saying to myself, man, this entire season they made Jon into such a bee. Like what was his purpose?
Someone said in the comments earlier that Devin Pandaya in the comments said that okay, it's good that they're moving him beyond the wall because he'll have more lines than "You're my queen." Like, and he also left the theory. He says, final theory: Bran doesn't actually have powers. He makes up Jon being a Targaryen so that Jon kills Dany, leaving the throne for him.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think so because he kind of knew everything that happened with Lord Baelish.
So I kind of like the whole plot of Bran like setting things in motion this whole entire time for him to be the king, or quote unquote air quotes king, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I just hate the way that they set it up. I feel like they could have done so much better to set that up.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
Bran is. I said this earlier. Bran would be a freaking like OP king.
Well,
You
yeah,
know,
because he knows everything.
he knows
that's
everything. No
happening.
one can ever cross him.
Right,
He can prevent anything from happening before it happens.
right.
You know, based on what he can see from the past. So it's like,
Or the present.
or the present.
Right.
You know, the whole future thing is kind of sketchy.
Yeah, I'm
I
not.
don't think they. I don't think they ever confirmed that really.
Right. Yeah.
But then again, though, they kind of already confirmed it with him saying, "Why do you think I'm all the way here?" It's like he already knew that was going to happen to him.
Present.
True, present. Yeah, I guess. But I don't know, man. Here's the thing. Like, I'm not. I said it again earlier. I'm just repeating myself for those who coming in here, and I'm just, since I'm on the line with you, even though these are things I pretty much said earlier. Bran would be a good king. It's just that I'm not I'm not even front. I'm not really satisfied with that. I'm not mad really. I'm just not satisfied with it. I just feel empty, man. I just feel empty, bro.
Like the character arcs kind of climbed up the hill, and then they were coming down the hill, and then they just broke, and there was no come down of the arc. Yeah, I feel like that. That's how the entire last 2 seasons were, where the character arcs kind of just they just threw them out the window and then just made stuff up. But there's a couple of things that I wanted to point out about the episode that I was like, what the heck? So I actually posted on Facebook, and I was like, wait, Miss Sunday always did Daenerys' hair, and her hair looked crazy in the last episode before she after she died.
True.
And then you see her in the last 2 episodes, and her hair is just perfect. I'm like, wait, didn't Missandei die? How does she have perfect hair again? And
who did the hair?
Yeah, who did her hair?
Because her hair was kind of messed up when she was back in Dragonstone.
Yeah, when she kind of looked crazy.
Like, yeah.
Well, who did her hair? And then
the set design.
Yeah, definitely. somebody posted a comment in there and was like, LOL, she had a whole bunch of wigs laying around. Yeah, she did. So she was walking up to the throne, and there was like ash all over the floor, and there was no footprints behind her. And then Jon walks in, and there's like no footprints, but then when they cut away, there's like footprints that weren't side by side. They were like right in front of each other.
Okay.
That looked like it was like directly putting one foot in front of the other. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And
go ahead.
Devin, I just want to read this comment because it had me laughing. Devin said Bran walked into her and did her hair for her. And Edwin is in the comments too.
Put your arms like this. Yo, what up, Edwin?
What's up, Edwin?
Yeah. So they don't really fill in the gaps. I'm watching it and I'm like, whoa. Her Targaryen banner that she had outside looked so perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who made that banner?
Well, I remember they were on the sails of the boats. So, like, did they just rip it off one of the sails?
Ow, they got destroyed. That's another thing. At the end of it, they have so many ships, and I'm like, where did all those ships come from? The ships,
I mean,
like Euron's fleet got destroyed, and then Euron destroyed all of Daenerys' ships. So where did all of those ships come from?
Oh, but did they destroy all of it though?
I mean, that's what they left you to believe, that they destroyed all the ships.
And also,
and how did
I thought we were like only a quarter of the Unsullied were left. How come we had like hella Unsullied and hella Dothraki?
So many.
And I'm like, dang.
So many.
I thought someone said that they need therapy.
Yeah.
No, I need therapy too.
And and she was talking about ruling people, or they need. And I'm like, wait, there's nobody there.
There's no,
They,
yeah,
they burned everybody.
yeah.
Who's left? Just the Unsullied that just respawned, and all the Dothraki
Respawn.
that respawned. It was like, okay, wait the time for your respawning. Waiting.
You know what I feel? I feel
Respawn.
really bad, man, because like, here's the thing. It's like, and this it's not even my fault, but remember how I was telling you, like, oh, well, you know, trying to get my girlfriend in the show. I'm trying to get her into the show.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get her into it, and she spent the last 3 weeks watching it, and she was so excited. Like, remember every episode that she would watch, like a major thing happened, she would like text me or whatever, like the Red Wedding or you know, when Ned died, and like all these major events that happened in the season, and we would talk about it, and I would be so excited for her to catch up. And then she finally caught up because she really wanted to see this episode live, and she was utterly disappointed and felt like she wasted all of her time binging the show.
Yeah, I feel like that as well. In the entirety of the season, man, I feel like it was just so rushed. They just rushed everything, man, and it's just like a disappointment. Like
I feel bad for the people who were watching the show since 2011.
Man, I've been watching it. Well, I can't say 2011 because I didn't start until season 2 came out.
You're still an OG though, so
Yeah, and I've been watching it, and if I showed you my room where I'm sitting, it's littered with Game of Thrones stuff. And this kind of thing happened with The Walking Dead after season 4, and I had like half of my room was Walking Dead and half of my room was Game of Thrones. And if you come in here and look now, there's no Walking Dead stuff because I just trashed all of it, and I'm feeling the same way about Game of Thrones, man. Like, I just want to trash all of this stuff. Like, it's so disappointing that I just, man.
I have a Targaryen banner somewhere in my house. I'm wearing my Targaryen shirt right now, and it's just, I feel like, okay, put it this way, right? Endgame ended a story for major characters. Y'all should have seen Endgame by now, so we about to talk spoilers about this for a brief second. Y'all should have seen Endgame by now. It's been out for like a good close to a month now, okay? So if you get spoiled, it's not my fault. But the way how Eddie, you saw Endgame, of course, right?
I saw it.
Yeah, so yeah, that's right. Yeah, so the way how they ended Endgame, most of the characters of the main cast got some form of closure. Right? It made some people feel happy. It made some people feel not too happy, but not too mad either. I mean, you know, but the point is they had closure in a way that was like, okay, it makes sense for this character. Captain America got his happy ending, right? Tony Stark got to save the day. You know, what's it called? Scarlett Johansson's character, she got to save the world, essentially. You know, it's just like all of these major characters had a way to end. This show, I feel like D&D was just like, you know what? We don't want to please the Danny fans, because if we please the Danny fans, the John fans are gonna be mad. We don't want to please the John fans, so if we please the John fans, the Danny fans are gonna be mad. So you know what? Let's not please either of them. Let's just be like, hey, you know what? Nobody's gonna be happy.
Fans, because Brand just sat in his chair and just said,
let's please the Brand fans, the 20% of the Game of Thrones fans that are actually fans of Brand.
He literally sat in his chair and said like 3 lines the entire season.
I'm the Three-Eyed Raven. I'm not a Stark. I'm not Brandon Stark.
I don't want to be king.
I don't want to be king. Why do you think I came all the way here for?
Yeah. Hey, have you seen the meme of
yeah, with the wheelchair?
Dude in the wheelchair?
Yeah, I saw it. I don't really want it anymore.
Oh,
there's nothing to forgive. Like, there's so many, like, I thought the actors, because I saw the video, the compilation of the actors being utterly disappointed by the endings, where they were talking about it in the cast, like Kit Harington was saying in an interview, he's like, yeah, people would either be devastated or epic, one of those. Right? And then Emilia Clarke was like, oh yeah, best season ever, yay.
Devin posted a comment in the chat, and it says Jamie has the best arc in the show. #change my mind.
At this point,
so I I just have to agree to disagree on that. And
Yeah.
the reason that I disagree is because there was one point in the season where he was talking to Bran, and he said to him, or Bran said to him that he did all these things, and Jamie said to him, like, that's not who I am anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went and knighted he knighted
Brienne.
Brienne. He slept with Brienne, and then for him to just leave to go back to Cersei, and then he told Tyrion that he is that person, and I'm like, wait, he just said like 5 minutes ago, well, according to the show, like 10 minutes ago, that he's not that person anymore, and all of a sudden he is that person again. Like it's weird how they just rush that. I'm just gonna go running back to Cersei. Whether he went back there to save her or he went back there to be a tyrant with her, we don't know. But I don't know. It just like that arc kind of it just seemed unfulfilled to me and just didn't seem right.
The thing is, what made me kind of feel a little bit different about Jamie's story arc. The reason right now, at the beginning of the episode, I was like, okay, you know what? I can understand Jamie's story arc. I get it. But now I feel like nobody's arc it makes sense anymore because the ending was just nothing. But anyways, the thing with Jamie was that it showed a very realistic trait that sometimes you think you've changed. Sometimes you think that sometimes you try to convince yourself that you know what, I don't really like this person anymore, and then you try to convince yourself that you don't. And then you realize that you actually still do. I know a lot of people who've been through that kind of stuff. So it's like, I get that because, Jamie, he pledged, like, that. Okay, Devin said, you don't choose who you love. He pledged to fight for the North, and he did that. But in the end, he realized that he can't escape the person he's always been. I can see that because it's kind of a realistic trait that not all the time everyone changes and becomes, the hero of the story or, like a, what you call it? Just someone who just completely changes.
Sure,
And
sure,
I
but
get that.
yeah, but the point that I'm getting at is that they built up his arc to be this redemptive person.
Yeah.
That maybe he wasn't actually a monster that they portrayed him as on the show, where okay, what he did was he killed the Mad King, but he was actually doing that to save the people. So he actually did care about the people.
Mm-hmm.
So the arc they were showing was that he was a redemptive character, and then it just like fell in like less than an episode, for a couple minutes, and it was
I
like,
I
wow,
I definitely see both sides of the argument. Like,
they totally rushed it, where you're just like, oh, nah, I changed my mind.
no, I definitely agree. Like, I said this again in the beginning of and I'm basically just saying everything I did in the reaction, but I'll post it anyway. But I said that, well, most of the events or most of the way how things played out, I was okay with the way how they played out, like the actual like ending, like the way that you know what I'm saying. I was actually okay with how it played out. I think the main issue was that because it was rushed is why it seemed 10 times worse than it could have been. And like Cersei, like Dany becoming the Mad Queen, I had no issue with that really because I can see how she could turn the Mad Queen. It's just that if they spent like a good 2-3 episodes building towards that, I would have felt more like her story has come to full circle or has come to completion compared to just being like, okay, we've hinted at these past few seasons, but now in these last 2 episodes, we're just gonna make a full switch and just have her go through it. Yeah, they hinted at it. I can see the hints. There's subtle hints, but they're there. But it's just like, we didn't get to have that proper build up to it. So all the rushing made those possibly really good events turn out to be worse than what it was. And it sucks.
I totally could have seen Daenerys burning everybody in King's Landing at some point. At the point that where they did it in the show, I don't like it. I don't buy it. I don't know. She's been the same person. Like, she's been that person where she would just burn anybody that opposes her. But she would have never, like, the story we've seen from her. She would have never killed innocent people. She would have, in the Daenerys that we know, she would have said, "Okay, everybody run out front, and then I'll burn everybody else." You know what I mean? But but they like I said, they rushed it. But I want to read somebody else's comment. Um, Abigail, she said that Theon's story arc was the best character development. I totally agree. Although I didn't like how it ended with him. Yeah, he didn't have to die there. He, I mean, I guess it was closure for his character, and they didn't know what else to do. But
I
he
feel
didn't
like
have to die
with the way how things were going, with how they were writing, I think that's the best possible way they could have wrote him off.
there.
In my
Sure.
opinion, just the way how they were already setting things up for this season, I feel like that's the best possible way. Simply because, I mean,
Although I can't really talk about that episode because that was the biggest letdown. That episode was the biggest letdown
yeah, I know that one
of the
wasn't
show.
really your favorite one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we reacted to it, so I remember.
I know. But while I was watching it and I was with you guys, I was kind of like, okay, so visually and cinematically, I feel like they've done a great job with the entire show.
There's
Um,
no issue there at all.
but man, they the stories that they're telling in here it just blows my mind uh how simple that they've made it, and
Yeah.
I feel like the Game of Thrones was such a complex story. like
Mm-hmm.
like you'd have to I watch it sometimes with my parents, and they ask me questions like, who is that, or what is that, or what are they doing, and I explain it to them, and I tell them like things that this is what it is, or where it came from, or what. And I felt like this season it was like, oh, I didn't really have to hash anything because it was just all there, you know.
And like, and now I feel even like more hesitant to recommend the show to people now.
Oh yeah, somebody tagged me on a post on Facebook, and they were like, "Oh Eddie, I just started Game of Thrones the show, and yeah, and I'm excited." And I said to them, I responded back in the comments like, "Don't do it because you're gonna be let down." And I was like, "Just read the books and wait for the future books to come out." And they were like, "Well, I ordered the books, but while I'm waiting for the books to come, I'll just watch the show." And I'm like,
I mean, they might be if they. I know that it starts varying off from the books from like season 4, I think.
yeah.
So I know if they watch up to season 4, whoever your friend, they'd
Well,
be okay.
there's still stuff from the books in season 5.
Okay.
But yeah, it starts to vary from there to
And
differ.
and what sucks too is that I heard that George R. R. Martin helped co-write these episodes too.
I did not hear that.
Yeah, I heard that earlier today. Whether that information is true or not, I have to fact check it.
That
But
he helped co-write the episodes.
that's what I heard. Maybe this I have, like I said, I didn't fact check it to double check it to see if the information was true. I was just going based off of this one video that I saw. But I definitely have to do more research into that though, because I'm not really sure about that. I only watch. Someone's chat says I only watch Game of Thrones for the nudity. Yeah, that died after season 5. You didn't really get too much of that.
You didn't get much of that after it.
Yeah, you didn't really get. There's been like a total of like what 6 nude scenes in the last like 3 seasons.
I don't know. I didn't. I haven't paid that much attention.
I didn't pay attention to that either. I just remember. I think it was Fabian or somebody like read a fact or something and posted it in the chat somewhere, and that's how I know that number. But I mean, it was more like sex scenes and nudity scenes and all that earlier on.
Oh,
There's
there was
plenty
a
of
lot.
that. Like almost every episode had it, but
There was definitely a lot.
plenty of that. But they got rid of that over time.
Yeah,
You know.
I feel like I've seen some information that George R. R. Martin was not happy with the way that they were ending the season, and I feel like I've seen that for the last 2 episodes that he was not happy about that.
I did see that somewhere
So
around too.
I don't. I mean, I'm hesitant to believe that he wrote the episodes if he was unhappy about the way they went about those.
Here's the only reason. Here's the only way I believe that he actually did write it. The only way I believe that he did write it is because a lot of showrunners do this crap and it's so annoying. But they get consultants. They get the writers to be consultants for the show. They try to add their 2 cents in, and then they completely ignore them. So by the time the person actually sees the final product, you're like, "What the hell did you do? I didn't
So-
tell you to write this."
Devin, I read an article today about the spinoff, and he says that it's not particularly about the White Walkers. It's not called the Long Night. They haven't come up with an actual title yet that has been approved.
Yeah,
But
I
he's
heard. I heard
not.
a working title called what, Blood something.
But he's not allowed, or they're not allowed to call it the Long Night.
They said, but the ending for the show is his. The way they got there is different, but that's his ending.
Right, and again, I'm not like so far off from it. I mean, I feel like the ending is okay. Bran has just been playing the game the whole time and manipulating everybody into getting what he wants, and I'm fine with that. I feel like I'm not fine with how they got there.
Yeah,
And I was trying to have this discussion with someone else, and I was saying that the show writers have written their own story. That just because I tell you plot points about a story and I give you an ending does not mean that you're gonna write it the same way that I write it.
yeah,
Um, I could tell you that I'm starting to walk up a hill, and then when I get to the top of the hill, I fall down. And I could write the story that says that I trip along the way, but when you write the story, you say that I don't trip. So they are writing their own story, and it's not 100% accurate. So they are writing their own story.
they are.
I
I would say like I did see another video giving this comparison or giving this example, but like, okay, they got the ending, they know how it's going to end, but they got to figure out all the other things to lead up to it.
mhm,
And it reminds me again of the whole essay scenario. Like, you're in school or something and you're writing an essay.
yeah, I
The
heard you
essay
say that.
is due, it's due next week. And you started good, and then the day before you forgot that you had to finish the essay.
Yeah.
That it reminds me so much of that.
Also, there's another comment from Devin that says, "I don't know if I would go the distance to say that I wouldn't recommend this show. Maybe the ending is disappointed, but 1 to 6 is arguably the best television show of all time." And I 100% agree with you, Devin. But I feel like if you watch a show, you want to have a satisfying conclusion to it, whereas this was not satisfying at all. And I'm not saying that because I'm not satisfied with how it ended. I'm not satisfied with how they got to the end. I feel like it was way rushed, and they could have done a way better job.
Again,
So
I think that's the source of the problem, really.
yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. And
I don't think the source is really the events or what happened. It's more or less the pacing of everything.
But could you, Devin, in particularly, could you honestly say that you would recommend a show to someone that has a lot of really good seasons, and then say, "Oh, I know the ending sucks, but you should watch it anyway"? Like so there's been a lot of shows out there that had really really bad endings, and the show leading up to it was really good. But I won't rewatch it just because I know how bad the ending is.
Yeah, me too.
Same. I feel the same way about Game of Thrones. Like I know how bad the ending is, so I won't rewatch it. But there are
It's
lots of
like
shows
it's
that
like
are
I
really.
was so like excited, like um whenever my girlfriend was watching, I would watch a few episodes with her,
Mhm.
and I was so excited to rewatch it because I'm like, okay, I know, I left off at season 7, we're in season 8 now. The ending wasn't complete yet. We didn't
Yeah.
get there yet, so I was so
Right.
excited to. But now it's like I will not sit down with somebody else and rewatch all these shows to see all this amazing. And what Devin, what you said, like to add to what Eddie said, like what you said is right. Like the first 6 seasons were very amazing, like writing wise, acting wise. You had some good performances from a lot of these actors, and not to take anything away from the cast. The main cast has spent a lot of years doing their characters very well, and they have actually earned my respect anyway. It's not even their fault really for their script. It's not their fault. They're just reading what was given to them. So I can't blame the actors. But I would not recommend it because it's like you just see all this amazing things happen, and you see Arya training for the Faceless Man. And someone made a joke earlier. So we gonna just low key like ignore the fact that Arya is about to start colonialism? Like,
Dude, Arya
like
Arya is like a totally different subject, man. watching the episode last week where Arya is in King's Landing and she's like, "Oh, I've had Cersei Lannister's name on my kill list in the entire show," and then I walk into King's Landing and it's starting to burn down, and the Hound is like, "Oh, hey, yeah, you should not be here," even though he said that to her before and she wasn't afraid of death and she's never been afraid of death, but all of a sudden she's like, "Are you gonna go kill Cersei Lannister?" And she's like, "Not today," and I'm like, "Oh no." Why? Why would they do that to her?
I'm like, okay, well, I knew that since the last episode that John had to be the one to take out Danny too.
Sure.
And I was like, he has to be the one. But it just makes this whole Targaryen thing feel so useless. It just makes this whole his story, and we can just go on and talk on and on all about this all night about this entire thing, but we can complain about it as much as we want, and it's still not going to change the fact that we're never going to get that ending that we want. Like I said this to Charlton, I need D&D to explain to me why they chose this route. I need to see their point of view as to why they decided to do what they did. And I need a really good reason behind it.
So when you watch a show, do you always feel like you have to listen to the writers explain why they did something?
Not all the time. Nope.
I feel like every time I watched the show this season, I had to listen to why they did that.
Yep,
because
me too.
It didn't make any sense.
Me too.
And then even after they explained it, I felt like all their explanations were, "Well, that's what we came up with, guys. You just gotta live with it." And I'm like, no, we expected so much better and so much more.
I felt like that with another show I watched called Outlander, and there's some episodes, because the recent season was just buns. It was all filler episodes the first half of the season, and then the rest just hit with a bombshell. Hey, guess what? Cliffhanger for the new season. Blah blah blah. Anyways, this whole recent season of Outlander, I had to do the same thing. Like at the end of every episode, they had the explanations from the producers and the writers. I had to sit down and watch every single thing. I'm like, oh, okay, that's why. Oh, okay. I mean, I did it for all the previous seasons too, but I only did it because I wanted to get more backstory on certain characters, and I was just curious to see the writing process. But the recent season, I was like, okay, I need to watch this, or else I'm going to be in the dark. And Game of Thrones was like that this season. I didn't even have an explanation for this episode.
I know. I was like, "Hey guys, let's watch what the producers have to say about it," and they had nothing. I was like, "Wait, what is this on the TV? Did you guys change it?" And they're like, "No, nothing came on afterwards." I'm like, "Oh, well."
They probably saved it for the documentary.
Yeah, whatever. But I'm not watching that. I don't. I have no interest in watching it.
I'm gonna watch it just because
You need to know what's there. I mean.
Well, no, I'm going to watch it just because of my love for film in general, and I just like to see the behind the scenes of filmmaking. So
you brought up a point a little bit earlier about the actors.
Yeah.
And I wanted to touch on that real quick. There was an article that I read about Nikolai Walder Castu, the guy who plays
Jamie.
And he was like argumentative with the showrunners and the producers ever since season 5, saying that his character would never do the things that they're making him do. And for me, it's like, wow, they actually watch the show just like we do, and they're invested in the show just like we are, and they're like pushing back just like we are. So it's like, maybe it's not just me. You know what I mean? Feel like,
trust me, I can see like Emilia Clarke. I know she had to be pissed to find out that's how Danny dies. She had to be. And if she's in an interview and she's like, "Oh, this is the perfect ending for my character," I know she's lying. I know she's lying.
So talking about her death, so Jon stabs her and Drogon picks her up and flies off. Now he just burns the throne. Like, that was the dumbest scene I saw. Like, this
is why I needed an explanation, because I want to know what the significance in burning the throne was. Maybe you're trying to say that it's over.
So they just burn the throne, and then he picks her up and flies away. And nobody saw what happened. Nobody knows.
Man said yeet.
like a couple of weeks go by and John's in the cells. Like they didn't explain that John had to go down and say, "Oh yeah, I killed her. I stabbed her in the heart."
Chances are, knowing John's character, he most likely did that crap.
Oh, he had to, but they didn't explain that. I mean, for all we know, John's a different person that we actually know because this entire season he's different from the John that we actually have grown to know
Yep.
over the years. So I mean, somebody walks in and is like, "Where's Daenerys?" I don't know. She flew off with Drogon. You know what I mean? Like,
Or her dead body was pulled off by Drogon.
who? What happened to the throne? I don't know. I was just chilling. You know what I mean? Like, they don't explain anything. He's just sitting in the cell. His face came up and it was kind of like dark where we were, and his beard was big, and I was like, Jesus,
Right?
is that you?
Everyone in jail, their beard is. I'm like, okay, man. Like, all right, John. John should have had a Captain America ending. Like, this man lost Egret, and now he lost Danny.
He
You know
got
what I mean?
killed. He got, oh man,
This man.
he's been through so much, and
He's been through so much just to end up back where he started.
and then he just walks away.
Off in the sunset to go flirt with giant cyclopses. I don't know, man. I freaking don't know anymore.
He's going to drink milk with Tormund.
Going to drink milk with Tormund. Like, Charlton was making a joke. My cousin was making a joke saying how he's about to go make a Survivor Man series and just go off and do fishing with Tormund. Oh my gosh. Like, I don't even know, man. But hey, I'm gonna get ready to wrap up. If you have anything anything else you wanna say that we forgot to mention, like, let's go for it.
I love you, man, and thanks for having me on the show. Thanks, guys, for listening to me and chatting back and forth in the chat. I hope to join the show again if I can't be there in person over the Google Hangouts or Skype or whatever.
Yeah, definitely, 100%, man. I was like having you on here. No, man, I appreciate this guy made my my cosplay for Rob Baratheon, which I don't even want to wear anymore, just because of the way this thing ended, man.
Dude, I literally said that I'm never cosplaying as Game of Thrones characters again, and to be honest, I've made probably 50 Game of Thrones costumes. 50.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh man, I feel bad for all the people who invested so much of their lives into this show, only for it to. I'm just sorry. I mean, I know the writers are just trying to tell their own story, but I don't know who told them this was a great idea to do it the way they did. I don't know. Even if it was like, if it was like a good 10 episodes and this was the outcome, after 10 episodes, then maybe yeah, maybe I feel a little less upset. But I don't know. But guys, this is it for the live stream. Once again, thanks for Eddie for coming on and talking with me a little bit. Thanks to Charlton, obviously, for doing these reactions with me. Thank you for all of you guys in the comments who are watching this now and anyone who's watching this after in the replay. I appreciate that. Please leave your comments down below. Remember to respect each other's opinion, have fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much. Clockmaster out.
Smash that like button.
Smash the like button, subscribe, do all that.
Do all that good stuff.
Peace.
Peace out, guys.